Hello and welcome to Chai Yoga. This is a special heat invoking practice for you to do over the festive season to help burn a few of those calories and move your body mindfully. I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. Come to a comfortable seated position with your legs crossed or straight, and rest the back of your hands upon your knees. Close your eyes and give yourself some time to ground and settle into the floor. Pay attention to the weight in your hips, your legs, and your feet as you feel the ground welcoming you to your practice. Finding that space within to just explore in this moment how you are, how you're feeling, and no matter what arises through this exploration, welcome it. Welcome how you feel with no judgment. Then turn your awareness to the breath, moving in and out of your nose. Notice how when you breathe in, your body expands and grows. Notice as you breathe out, this wave of softness, encouraging you to let go. Feel the breath as it enters the nostrils. It's cool and refreshing. And as it leaves the body, it's warm and nourishing. Start to feel into your heart's intention. As the year ends, we start to ignite our inner fire, moving with joy and strength and gratitude for all the blessings that we've had this year. Feel into what you need from today's practice. And then set your intention, I am, and finish that sentence with what it is you need. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, let your whole body release, along with that intention, into the universe. On your next breath, float your arms above your head, interlace your fingers, and then flip the palms over and reach up through the hands. Soften at the shoulders here. Bend your elbows and create a little openness in the neck. Ground your hips as you breathe and look up. And then tilt the body over to the left side, keeping your hips grounded to the floor. Inhale middle, and tilt to the right. And then continue this movement, inhaling back to center and exhaling over to the side as you just sway your body with your breath, keeping those hips rooted to the earth. One more time to the right, and then to the left. And then come back through center. Bring your hands together in prayer and nestle the thumbs to the heart. Take a deep inhale. And then gentle twist to the left. Exhale. Breathe into middle. And rotate right. And then a few more rounds like this as you breathe into middle. Exhale, rotate. One more time each way. Just gently warming up our bodies, easing into our practice. Wonderful. And then back to center. From here, we're going to transfer to hands and knees, tabletop position. So you'll spread your fingers out as wide as they'll go. Stack your shoulders above your wrists and your knees below your hips. Tuck underneath your toes and then lift the belly as you lengthen the spine long. Take a breath in. As you exhale, round your spine up, tuck under the tailbone, chin to chest. And then inhale, arch the back, look up. Sitting bones rise to the sky. Exhale, round up. Inhale to arch. One more. From here, we're going to lift up into downward facing dog. Float your sitting bones to the sky and then pedal out your heels, alternating one heel down at a time. Relax your head. Perhaps turn the neck side to side just to continue the warming through the body. And then we'll come through the center, both heels ground down to the floor. As you inhale, slowly walk your feet to the top of your mat. And then exhale, fold over your legs. Spread your toes as you melt the head and face down. And on an inhale, slowly curl up to stand. Stretch your palms above your head, bring your hands together, and exhale, thumbs to the heart. Inhale, raise your hands, ground your feet, pull your tummy in as you exhale to fold. Head drops down. Inhale, flat back, hands slide to shins, and then exhale, plant your hands flat and step your feet back. Breathe in, plank pose, and then onto the knees and chest lowers to the floor. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, shoulders slide down the back. And exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers and ground your heels to the floor. Pressing the earth away as you rise out of the spine. Follow your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. On an inhale, look forward, step or walk to the top of the mat. And exhale, release your spine to fold. Root your feet to rise your hands. Inhale. Palms together in prayer. Exhale. Float your hands up. Breathe in. Dive forward to breathe out. Flat back. Inhale. Hands flat. This time step back to plank. Come onto the knees and lower the chest straight down to chaturanga. Hug your elbows to the ribs. As you inhale, heart and head rise. Baby cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Breathe deeply. Feel the body in the stillness. Just observe where you are in this moment. Grounded and connected. Look forward to your hands as you walk or step to the top. Exhale, release your spine to fold. Sweep up to stand, inhale. And hands to the heart, exhale. Last round of A, breathe in to lift. Dive to fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale, lengthen. Hands to the floor and step your feet back, plank. Down through chaturanga, elbows to ribs. Inhale, heart rises to cobra. And sweep back, exhale, downward facing dog. 3 slow breaths here in stillness, just to observe and to witness. How am I in this moment? If your mind is still jumping around, don't worry. Just stay close to your breathing. Move through the motions with no judgment. Look forward to your hands as you step up top of the mat and fold, exhale, release your spine. Inhale to rise up and hands together in prayer, exhale, Tadasana. Bend your knees, sweep your hands down and rise up. Inhale, chair. And dive forward, exhale, fold. Flat spine, inhale. Now hands can go flat and we can hop back to plank, dropping straight down into chaturanga. Or do the step back if you wish. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. And then step forward, warrior one, breathe out. Drop your back heel. Float your hands high and sink into the feet. Exhale, hands to plank. Step back and lower chaturanga. Shoulders beyond the wrists. Tummy to floor. Chest rises, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Left leg up, breathe in. And step forward, warrior one. Float the hands as you rise. Inhale. Hands to floor on the exhale. Lower chaturanga. And lift up cobra. Exhale, downward dog for 3 breaths. Notice the change in energy here. The breath may have become a little more labored as we start to increase the movement, build the heat. Look forward to your hands. Option to hop. Breathe in, bend the knees. And then exhale, hop. Top of the mat, fold. And then chair pose for the inhale. Bend your knees, reach your arms out. And exhale, standing tall mountain. Second round, breathe in, drop down. And exhale, fold. Flat back, inhale. Hands to the floor, step, walk or hop back. And lift up, cobra, shoulders down. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot up. Warrior one, step forward. Float your hands, inhale. And palms to the floor, exhale, plank. Chaturanga, lower down. And rise up, shoulders down, elbows in. Sweep it back, cobra. Downward dog. And then left leg up, inhale. Step forward, warrior one, exhale. Float the hands up, inhale. Plank position, exhale. Step back and lower, chaturanga. Cobra or maybe upward dog off the knee. And downward dog, exhale. 3 breaths. Feeling the warmth now coursing through your body. Allow that heat to ground you. Allow that heat to burn away anything you're holding on to that doesn't serve you. Look forward as you inhale, step or hop, top of the mat. And release the spine, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. And Tadasana, exhale. Last round, breathe in, sit back. Dive forward, exhale, fold. Flat spine, inhale. Hands to the floor, step the feet back and lower, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, cobra. And downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, breathe in. Step forward, warrior one. Float the hands. And bring your palms to the floor, step back, plank. And lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And push back, down dog. Left leg up, breathe in. Step forward, warrior one. Float your hands over your head and palms to the floor. Step back, plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And push back, downward dog. Three breaths here. Step forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale. And exhale, Tadasana.
Inhale, float your arms up to the sky and step back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left leg up and step your left foot forward. Swivel your right toes to the long edge of your mat as you windmill your hands up into Warrior Two. In setting up for Warrior Two, we want the hips and shoulders facing the long edge of the mat along with the right toes. Left toes are facing the short edge of the mat with the elbow stacked on top of the knee. Reach your arms away from your shoulders and turn the gaze over the left middle finger. Locking in the legs as they are and engaging your core. From here, we inhale, flip the front palm and reverse back, keeping the front knee bent. Exhale back to Warrior Two, look forward. Inhale, reach out of the left hand, tilt at the waist, right arm over ear, exhale. Breathe in, back to center. Inhale, and flip and reverse. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, reach, and tilt over the right arm over ear, exhale. Inhale, flip the palm and reverse back. Exhale, back to Warrior Two. Inhale out the left hand, right arm over ear. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in and flip back. Exhale, middle, Warrior Two. Reach forward, inhale, and tilt, right arm over ear, exhale. Come back to center. From here, turn your left toes to parallel with your right and float your arms up. Breathe in. Exhale, sink down, bend your knees, breathe out. Keep your knees pointing forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale down, hands to heart. Little squat here, breathe in, rise up. And down. One more. Good. As you come down this time, turn your heels in and your toes out. Let your knees go out wide. They want to point in line with your toes. Hands stay a prayer in the middle of the heart. And then just make sure your legs are nice and rooted, your feet are grounded into the floor. Take your arms out wide, breathe in. Elbows bend at 90, index to thumb, breathe out. Inhale, lift the chest and head. And then tilt to the right, exhale. Breathe in center. Tilt to the left, exhale. Breathe in center. Tilt to the right. Keep your weight and your feet even here. Your glutes are switched on to the left. Back to center one more time each way. Exhale as you tilt. Inhale to return. Another side. Good. Come back to center as you reach all the way up. Breathe in. Toes turn back to parallel and forward fold. Breathe out. Now from here, turn your left toes out. Hands come underneath shoulders and bend into the left knee. Rise back up. Inhale. Left toes turn back to the long edge of the mat. Right toes turn out. Exhale. Bend your right knee. Come back to center as you inhale, both feet parallel, lengthen your spine, and then bow your head over your legs to exhale. Pausing here for a breath. On the inhale, rise up, float your hands overhead, and then swivel to the top of the mat and bring your palms to the floor in Vinyasa. Plank pose, down to Chaturanga. Inhale to Cobra, and push back to Down Dog. Exhale. Float your right leg to the sky. Inhale. Step it forward, Warrior Two. Windmill your hands in line with shoulders and bend into the right knee. Align your left toes with the long edge of your mat, the right toes with the short edge. Shoulders stack on top of hips as you gaze forward over the right middle finger. Breathe in and breathe out. As you inhale, flip the right palm and exhale, reverse back, keeping your front knee bent. Inhale back to center, reach forward, elbow to thigh. Left arm goes over ear. Inhale back to center, reverse back. Exhale, middle. Inhale, reach forward. And left arm stretches over ear. Good. Reverse back, exhale. Come back to center, inhale. Reach forward and tilt. And then back to center. Right toes turn to parallel as you reach up. Breathe in. And then dive all the way over as you breathe out. This time, right foot turns out, bend into the knee. And then middle, inhale. Left toes turn out, bend into the knee. And return to center, inhale. Heels turn in, toes turn out as you big deep breath in, rise up. And then bend your knees and sink your hips down. Elbows in line with shoulders. Now from here we're going to reach the arms up, breathe in. And then take the arms out, down, out to the side and down. From here we're going to reach the arms up, breathe in. And then arms down, exhale. Inhale up and down. Keep your hips low, keep your toes grounded. Inhale up and down. Last one, inhale up. Hands together in prayer. Exhale, sink a little lower as you come down. Then rise all the way back up. Turn back to the top of the mat and step your feet back to plank and Vinyasa, Chaturanga, Cobra, and downward facing dog. Float your right leg to the sky, inhale. Bring your knee to your nose, exhale. Sweep it up, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Last one, breathe in up. And knee comes to the nose, hold it there. Slide your knee to your elbow and pull it up. Knee to elbow and pull it up. One more. Good, step your right foot down. You can modify on the left knee if you want to take it down a notch. Otherwise, we're rising into a runner's lunge. Ground down through both of your feet. Spread your toes nice and wide. Relax your shoulders as you gaze up. Inhale. Hands to your heart as you exhale. We're going to travel onto the right foot. And then from there, tilt your head down. Hold onto your ankle or put your hands on the floor if you need to. And then elevate the left heel with your glute. Hold it there. Standing splits. Breathe in 1, 2, and 3. Now, adding on the sequence from before. Warrior 2. Left toes land to the long edge of the mat. And inhale, windmill hands. Reach forward. Inhale. Tilt your body. Left elbow over ear. Exhale. Inhale, reversed warrior. And then come back. Reach forward. Tilt right elbow to thigh. Left arm over ear. Back to center and reverse back. One more time. Reach forward and tilt over. And then reverse warrior. Back to warrior 2. Inhale. Right toes turn to parallel as you exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. And dive forward. Exhale over the legs. Inhale, halfway up, heels turn in. Exhale, sink your hips, hands to thighs. Inhale, tuck your tailbone and roll your spine up. Hands go over shoulders. Index finger to thumb. Tilt your right elbow to the thigh. Back to center. Left elbow to thigh. Back to center. 2 more. Right elbow to thigh. Drop lower if you can't feel it in your legs. Left elbow. Keep your tummy engaged. Last one. Breathe in center. Should be feeling the heat now. To the left. Back to center. Stretch it all the way up. Inhale. Toes turn back to parallel as you exhale, fold. Right foot turns out, Skandasana. Drop down into the heel if you want to go lower. Back to center, feet to parallel with the long edge of the mat. Left toes turn out, drop down. Breathe in back to center as you walk your hands all the way back to the top of the mat. And we take a little vinyasa here, plank, through chaturanga, cobra, to downward facing dog. Well done. The breath should feel a little out of breath here. Take this pause in downward dog just to reflect. Now from here, left leg goes up. Step it forward. Runner's lunge. Float your hands over your head. Really ground down, drop onto the right knee if you're modifying. And then bring your hands to your heart. Take a nice deep inhale, draw your tummy in. As you exhale, we're going to transfer the weight into that left foot. Find your focus for the eyes. And then bow over and take hold of the ankle. Don't worry if you have to put your foot down. It's part of the journey, learning to fall out of poses or struggle through poses without judgment. From there, warrior two, land your right toes to the long edge of your mat and windmill your hands into warrior two. Now that little flow that we did before, reach forward, inhale, left palm flips up and we go back, exhale. Reach forward, inhale, flip and reverse, exhale. Reach forward, inhale, last one. Take it back and reverse, exhale, and then back to center, inhale. Left toes turn to parallel as the hands go up. Palms to the heart as the heels click in and the hips start to sink down. Well done. Big deep breath in, rise up. Hands go down, exhale. Float up, inhale. And down, exhale. Last time, breathe in up. And exhale, hands down. Resting on the thighs as you lift the heart, breathe in. And then bring your chin to your chest as you breathe out. Turn your toes to parallel. Stand up nice and tall, inhale. And then forward fold to exhale. Left toes turn out as you walk your hands over. Coming into skandasana. Hands can come to prayer if you can get them off the floor. Don't worry if you can't. And then dropping into the center. Toes turn to parallel. Right toes turn out as we drop back down on the right side. Inhale. Exhale. Press into the feet as you travel to middle, feet to parallel. Hands underneath shoulders to lengthen, inhale. And then bow your head over your legs to exhale. Just take a moment here in stillness to pause, to notice, to find the beautiful balance of effort and ease in our practice. From here, we're going to soften the knees and walk the hands to the top of the mat. Coming into your plank pose. And then left leg rises. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, away. Again, inhale. And away, exhale. One more. This time, bring it in and hold it. Down to the wrist and up. Pull your tummy in. Down to the wrist and up. One more time. Well done. Sweep the leg up. Inhale. And back to downward dog. Exhale. Forward to plank. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra. Breathe in. Well done. And sit back to child's pose. Breathe out. Give yourself this time to be still, to reflect on how this practice feels in your body, the energy you've created, the heat. Taking a pause now just to balance that effort with ease. A moment of reflection. 2 more breaths where you are. From here, we'll travel back up onto the hands and the knees. We're going to move the feet to one side. Okay, so let's go into a boat pose next. Working into the heat of the core. We're going to start with our feet flat on the floor. Hands slip underneath the knees. Draw your shoulders back and pull your navel into the spine. Keep your heart open as you slide onto your bottom back and then float your knees in line with your nose. Option to stay here holding onto the legs, or you can take your palms facing up. Be mindful that you are not curling your shoulders forward, that you are keeping your strong core. And if your legs get too tired or too heavy, of course you can hold them. Okay, so from here we're going to reach up and then down. Up and down. 3 more times and down. Keep your tummy engaged. 4 and 5. See if you can hold it there. I know it's hard. 1 more. Well done. Crisscross your legs. Inhale your arms up. And then bow forward, hands to the floor, chin to the chest. When you're ready, inhale, rise. Notice which way you've crossed your legs. We'll do it the opposite way on the other side. Back to boat pose. Hands underneath knees, toes in line with nose. Lean back as you draw your shoulders together, and then breathe. It's meant to make your body hot. You might even be perspiring, which is good. Get those toxins out, all those mince pies. 1 more breath in. Breathe out. And then let's take it down and bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. Good. This time crisscross your legs the other way. Inhale the arms up and fold forward, exhale. Very good. Slowly roll back up. All right, so let's go down to the floor. We're going to turn over onto our hands and knees again. And we're just going to stretch out our legs here. So from tabletop, bring your right knee to your wrist and take your foot diagonally away. Tuck your tailbone under. Tuck your toes under and slide your left leg away. Lengthen up through the spine as you inhale, draw your tummy back. And as you exhale, fold forward. Come onto the forearms or all the way down to the forehead, whatever feels good and comfortable. Make sure wherever you are, you can relax here. You might find putting a pillow underneath your right buttocks is helpful in this pose if you have one. Breathe. And then slowly begin to rise. We're going to lean into the right buttocks and swivel round with your left leg straight and your right foot inside your thigh. Take a breath in as you float your arms up. And then side bend over to the left, keeping that right hip plugged down to the floor. Notice your breath. If your breath becomes very labored or you're quite keen to move out of this pose, you've come too far, rise up a little bit to find your edge, to find your happy place. And breathe. Keep your right shoulder softly drawing back. And then come back up to center. Inhale. You're going to switch sides, so you can either pivot round to the other side of your mat or turn around. This time it's the left knee comes towards the left wrist, and your right foot is going back. Put a pillow under your left glute this time if you need it. Take a deep breath and sit up tall. And as you exhale, fold forward, coming onto the forearms or the forehead, wherever feels comfortable. Relaxing into your glutes, relaxing into your hips. Just winding everything down now. And then when you're ready, rise up. Inhale, lean into your left glute. And we're going to swivel round with the right leg straight and the left sole of the foot inside the thigh. Ground your hips to the floor as you float your hands up. Breathe in. And then side bend over towards the right leg. Be mindful that your shoulder's happy where you are. So for some of us, this will feel lovely on the shoulder. For some of us, it won't, and you can take your hand anywhere that feels good. And then breathe. Grounding your hips to the floor. On an inhale, slowly rise up. And then we're going to move our body out of the way. Not move our body out the way. Move that toy out the way is what I meant to say. Bring your body to lay down on the floor. Grounding into the mat. Take a moment with your feet on the floor just to lift your shoulders up and move them down away from your ears. Turn your palms over to face the sky and then lift your hips up and wiggle your lower back into the floor. And then lengthen your heels long. Take your feet out to the edge of your mat so your toes can softly fall to the sides. Start to focus on your breath. And for the first 3 rounds of breath, we're going to inhale through the nose and open the mouth and sigh out the mouth. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. One more time. Really let go now. And then just let yourself drift off to a nice peaceful place where you can rest in Shavasana. Notice your body's connection to the earth. Notice your breath flowing with ease. There is nothing now to do other than rest. Nowhere to go, nothing to fix. Just resting in that beautiful, fiery energy that you created today. Knowing that every time you show up on your mat, you are enhancing your own light. You're finding that deeper connection to your beautiful soul, that you may move through this day and through every day with awareness, love, and gratitude in your heart. These wintry months are all about keeping that light and that fire stoked in your practice. But be mindful of not too much fire, too much doing. Make sure we're balancing it off with slower practices, long, deep stretches, and kindness in our hearts and in our practice. Now very slowly and mindfully start to deepen your breath. Allowing your body to gently awaken with awareness. Gently start to move your fingers and toes. Circling your wrists and ankles. And then go ahead and take a deep breath in as you stretch your arms over your head. Exhale your knees to your chest. And then rock your lower back slowly and softly into the floor. When you are ready, roll over to the right side. And slowly make your way back to seated. We'll bring our hands together in prayer. Namaste. Thank you for your practice. Merry Christmas, and I hope you are having a wonderful festive season with your family. From my heart to yours, Om Shanti. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. Please like it. Let me know how you went in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you on the mat.